is Sally, and I am back at it again. I am back at it again with another video, and it is still the series called 20s and Still Learning. I'm probably gonna do a different video, but for now, I have more information about my 20s, our 20s. So let's get to it. So of course, y'all seen the title of the video, which is called Investing. However, we're not talking about cash. We're not talking about guap. We are talking about investing in yourself, okay? Because I'm not even in the position of investing guap. Like, I'm not there yet, okay? I barely have a source of income. So right now, we're just talking about investing in yourself, investing on the things that you need for the future to get a successful future, bright futures. Anyways, back in my teen years, that was like 2 years ago, trust me. But thank God I grew from my teen years. But anyways, back in my teen years, I had the most horrible lifestyle. I had the most horrible experience of my life. Okay, I had pimples. I had no self-confidence. I was a pick-me with literally everybody just because I wanted to fit in. Really bad acne and pimples. Like, I had the fattest pimples on my face. Imagine, look at how tiny this face is. But let me tell you, the pimples on my face. Oh my God. So I was just a whole pick-me, and I was just trying to fit in, like I said. And with that, actually with the pimples, I hated myself. Like, I really hated to even look in the mirror. I hated looking at myself in the mirror. I hated, I just hated my face. I hated everything about me. And I just felt like, okay, if people can love me, then it will be better, so that I could see that, okay, there's somebody that, that loves me the way I am, and I should also start loving myself like that. Basically, I was just seeking validation from people. Like, I was a pick-me, like I said. And hence why I hate people pleasing so bad. Honestly, I would rather live with pigs than be a pick-me or a people pleaser, or go back to the way I was in my teens. Because what do you mean? Honestly, guys, I had no confidence, no self-love. Anything about self was out. Okay, I only cared about people outside. I only pleased people, outside in the streets. I never pleased myself. I just hated myself, So these are the things that are helping me, and that also helped me get rid of this negative attitude and behavior, because I feel like not loving yourself is a bad and negative attitude towards yourself, and like it brings all these behaviors as well, such as people pleasing, such as avoiding your feelings, and all those things, just thinking about other people instead of you, being very, very selfless instead of, sometimes you have to be selfish in order to be happy in life. And I really learned that this year. So the first one is invest in your body. I hated my body because I was very thin when I was younger. Before I got to my teen, I was very thin. And then I gained weight in high school. Ciao. And the reason why I gained weight in high school is because people, especially in my family, because when I was a toddler, I was very, very thin. I was bony. I was not thin. I was bony. Right? It was like something was eating me inside. Like, I was very bony. And then I had a big ass stomach. I had a big ass stomach, and there's a reason for that. Like, and I never ate. So could you imagine a big ass stomach and I hardly eat? And that was because, guys, that was because of the worms inside of me. I had worms. That's a story for another day. So yeah, so I was very thin when I was a toddler, and then my family used to laugh at me. Not all of them, some you get those. So they used to laugh at me and tell me how I'm so thin, but I got a fat ass stomach, like I'm pregnant. What is going on? I didn't even hit puberty yet. You talking about I'm pregnant? Child. Anyways, So in high school, I gained weight because, I felt like I needed to be loved. I needed validation that, okay, I'm perfect. If I gain weight, would I be okay? So I gained weight and they called me a fat cake. How in the world? How in the world you out here calling people fat cakes? That is so sad. But anyways, yeah. And then so it was just an on and off thing with my weight. I was very inconsistent about my weight, and it was only because I needed validation from other people and I needed to make other people happy. Cause the thing is, the crazy part is there were people that said I look very good being skinny. That time I was fat. Then I'm like, okay, I worked out, lost a huge amount of weight. Then there were people that were like, no, you were so much better when you were thick. What do y'all want from me? And that is very unhealthy, okay? Me trying to make people happy, I never got to really look at myself and ask myself, what do I really want? What type of body do I want? Hence, invest in your body for yourself. You don't have to be going with all these trends that thick women are the it or thin women are the it. No. Make yourself happy. If you want to be thick, baby, be thick. Love yourself. If you want to be thin, that's okay. Be thin, love yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are the only one that is responsible for your body, not anybody else. Honestly, having the body that you are comfortable in really helps you with your confidence. I swear it really helps you to maintain yourself, to be yourself, to get that feel of I am that girl, I am that boy. You know what I'm saying? Invest in skincare. Like that time I was telling you that I hated myself because of how my face looked. I had so many pimples. The acne was real. And let me tell you what they used to call me. Y'all have no mercy. Y'all don't have mercy. They used to call me lunch bar. A lunch bar. What do you mean a lunch bar? The lunch bar that has nuts and it's just, this bumpery thing. It's just bumpery. It's a bumpery shape. That's a lunch bar. Like, it's a chocolate. I started to do thorough research about what products I should use, about how to take care of my skin, what to eat. I used so many chemicals for my face that at one point, I don't know what was happening, but it felt like, when a snake sheds its skin. Oh my God, I had two colors. I was dark here around like the borders and light here. Oh my God. I was, girl, my face when I slept right after I applied the products, it was on fire. I remember it was on fire and so red. Like I put on ice, I put on whatever, something that could just cool it down, but nothing worked. So please, okay, invest in proper products. Go to a dermatologist if you have the money. Personally, I do not have the money, okay? I did not even have the money. I was quite broke. I'm still broke, but not that broke. Which is your products, okay? The chemicals that you use. Baby, all you need is a simple routine. You need a face wash, you need a serum or a tissue oil, and a moisturizer and sunscreen for those that use sunscreen. Personally, I do not like sunscreen because I feel like it blocks me from the sun. It does. That is the basic, purpose of it. But I just like the sun too much, okay? Like, I need to feel the sun burn through my skin. Maybe that's why my skin, sometimes reacts. But yeah. And then the second one is buy facial gloves, facial cloths, which is only made for your face, right? Don't use a cloth for every part of your body and still use it for your face. No, come on, child. Like, we grown. All right, we grown. And don't use the same water. Ask the South African people. Like, I am speaking to my South African people. Do not use the same water that you use for your face and for your body. Come on now. Okay? Like, no. And then the third one is take time for your skincare, okay? Make sure that every morning you wash your face. Every evening you wash your face. Because when you leave this house, there's all these germs in the air, and there are people touching your face by accident, and your face gets rubbed onto a surface. You sneeze and you touch your jersey with your face, all those kind of things. So when you come back, make sure you don't sleep with the dirt on your face. Don't sleep with it, okay? Yeah, I'm not shouting. And then the third one is eating healthy, the food. So make sure you eat healthy food that corresponds with your body, with your system, immune system, okay? Don't be eating oily food 24/7 and then complain about acne. Girl, no, be for real, okay? Don't be sleeping on your pillows that you haven't washed for 3 weeks. Girl, what you doing? Nah, okay? Don't do that, okay? Wash your pillows, clean your room, eat healthy. As much as you clean your environment, also clean your immune system once in a while, once a month, basically. Drink castor oil, maybe like a teaspoon of castor oil, just to get rid of that. Investment, I would say, is invest in proper wardrobe. Emphasis on proper wardrobe. Why is the sun going down? Emphasis on proper wardrobe, because I'm not telling you to follow a specific trend of fashion. No, okay? Some trends are not for other people. Personally, most of these trends outside, they're not for me. Okay, I like to show my stomach. I don't like to show my behind. I don't like to show my ass, because I don't have. So it would be very uncomfortable for me if I wore something that shows ass and I really don't have ass. You know what I'm saying? But do not follow trends, okay? Follow what you are comfortable wearing. For this thing about being pressured to be a baddie, come on. Like, what is a baddie? Like, what is a baddie? I'm just joking. Honestly, if you don't want to be a baddie, don't be a baddie. If you don't want to be a clean girl, don't be a clean girl. Be what you want to be, okay? Like, if you want to just go baddie on Tuesday, be a baddie on a Tuesday. Wednesday, you decide to be a clean girl, be a clean girl on a Wednesday. We don't care, okay? We just care about your soul, about how you deliver yourself to us, period. Like, investing in your wardrobe means also to be a DIY girl or a DIY boy. Hear me out. I just did this hairstyle myself like a few minutes ago. Literally, I braided my hair and I did this hairstyle. I've never really seen saloons have this type of hairstyle. That's because it's my idea. I did that, all right? And I'm comfortable in it. I love it. It shows innovation, shows creativity. Hence, I'm saying be a DIY girl. If you do it yourself, you will know what suits you and what does not. You will start a new trend instead of building in somebody else's trend that doesn't really suit you. You know what I mean? So if you are a DIY girl, and you can save money. I mean, if you do it yourself, you're going to save plenty of money and make money. Imagine doing your own nails. Then somebody asks you to do their nails for them. Ching, ching, ching. It's moolah. It's guap. The fourth investment will be investing in your education and a skill. And I'm not saying a skill specifically. I'm saying skills. Have plenty of skills, okay? It is 2025. Come on, okay? Being unskilled in 2025 is a red flag. Because what do you mean? You know the saying that an empty tin makes a lot of noise? That is so true, okay? And I'm glad I understand it now. while I'm still young, because wow, honestly, that is so true. When I'm talking about investing in a skill, I'm not talking about the basic and the very necessary skills. I'm pretty sure I'll make a video on those, but I'm talking about a skill that nobody is interested in. Nobody is interested in, and when you pop up with that skill, like, you would amaze everyone. You would surprise everyone, like, how does she know how to do that? Where does she learn that from? You know, like learning a different language. Not like, since we are in South Africa, I'm talking about learning a different language like French. You know, bonjour. That's all I know. Bon appetit. And that's it. It will make you feel very confident about yourself. It will make you feel that you have achieved something, you have accomplished something in your soul, right? Like, trust me, okay? Just come on now, sit down and think about a very unique skill and just practice on it. You will see the difference. You will feel it in yourself. You will even love yourself more. So the fifth investment is invest in your hair. Your hair is your crown. When I say invest in your hair, I'm talking about invest in your crown, because baby, this is royalty. Okay, when people look at you first, they look at your hair. They look at you from top to bottom. Okay, if the crown don't match the outfit, if you don't even have a crown that is decent enough for people to look at, you will never get the respect you need, the respect you deserve. Because why are you clumsy with your crown? Why are you clumsy with your royalty? Like, come on. You know, when you got your hair neat and creative, you make a person feel intrigued about you. Like, how does she think of such? Like, how creative is she? Like, how neat is she? I mean, like, so the sixth investment is invest in proper good friends. Your circle of friends should make you blossom, should make you happy. You should be light when you are with your friends. If you are associating yourself with friends or with people that bring your energy down, that makes you feel like you are small and unseen and unknown, trouble. There is trouble, because there is no way. Trust me. Do you see how my personality is so dominant? Imagine if I'm with my friends and all of a sudden I'm shy. All of a sudden, I'm a loud person. My friends know me, and I never settle. I don't like to compromise. Everybody, my people, know me. The people I associate myself with, they know me. I don't take any bullshit. I do not. Okay, I stand on my ground. If I know I do not like something, I will tell you I do not like something, and I will not give you an explanation. Because why must I explain myself? I do not compromise like that. Okay, so friends or people that will make you compromise your love, your principles, your standards, your body, your spirit, your mind, no. Okay, and your spirit tells you that, okay, you know what, bruh, I don't trust this person, we need to leave. And your ass is sitting there like, we're gonna associate ourselves with this person. What are you getting from? You need friends that will motivate you. Okay, you need friends that will make you be in your prime for the rest of your life. Okay, invest confidence in everything that you do. Now you're like, what do you mean invest confidence? Listen, when you are confident, it is because you know this thing. You know, you are comfortable with doing whatever you're supposed to do. You are comfortable in yourself. If you are self-confident, you're comfortable in yourself. You know yourself. You know what you're worth. You know all those things. You know what you hate, what you don't like. What, girl, hate and what you don't like? No, actually, they're not the same thing. But anyways, like that. You know, so for an example, you wanna cook, right? You wanna just cook. You're not confident cooking because you have never practiced it. You have never done it regularly, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that you become confident in that cooking skill. What you're gonna do, you're gonna start practicing that skill. You're gonna cook for your family, cook for your friends. Day by day, you're practicing. You're giving yourself time to learn and be comfortable in that cooking skill. Investment is invest in self-awareness. Do not put yourself in awkward positions. Don't put yourself in awkward situations and uncomfortable people and energy. Do not do that. Okay, you know what you don't like. You know how people make you feel. If they do a certain thing, you will feel this type of way. You should know that by now. So do not sit there and tolerate nonsense. That's what I'm basically saying. Don't sit there and say, yeah, it is all right to talk smack about me. No, it is not. And matter of fact, I'm leaving your ass behind. Sometimes all you gotta do is just say that. Do not tolerate nonsense. Because what do you mean? What do you mean you're out here talking smack about me? As a friend, let's say it's just your friend. Like, as a friend, you're out here talking about me, and you're talking smack. You're not even talking nice things about me. And you think I'm gonna sit there in that friendship? I'm basically sitting on dirt. And no, I don't associate myself with dirt. Sometimes you just gotta be like that, okay? Invest in self-awareness. Guys, I have been Cieli Ann, and thank you so much for tuning in.